Good afternoon. Hello. Welcome to Roll20 for a very special first look with us, Salty Sweet Games. Hello, I'm the Salty.
And I'm Sweet.
And our channel is a member of the Roll20 Spotlight program, as well as part of the official Roll20 Presents crew. Today, we are your keepers, your guides, on a journey into eldritch horror. Kienna, why don't you tell us what we're here to look at today?
Today is a very special day because today is the official release date for the Investigator Handbook, a player aid for the tabletop role-playing game Call of Cthulhu 7th edition. And you can get it in the Roll20 marketplace literally right now.
Literally, today is release day.
Yeah, it was earlier earlier this morning, so you can get your hands on it now. The handbook is basically for anyone either who's looking to start their adventure as investigators in Call of Cthulhu, or for seasoned players who are looking for new options and info to enrich the lives of their characters.
It's exciting, very exciting. So, if you don't know already, Roll20 has an official partnership with Chaosium, which is how they are able to bring you a ton of these Roll20 integrated products. So, right now, we have the free Quick Start Rules module and a free scenario called the Lightless Beacon. So, you can start playing right now, see if you like the game without spending a penny. That's one of the great things that this partnership has allowed. There's also a starter set that has not only the rules, the basic rules, but also several scenarios that include maps with dynamic lighting, all set up for you. And of course, we have the biggins. We have the Keeper Rulebook and the Harlem Unbound Sourcebook, both incredible resources for any keeper. And, if you like to watch, learn by watching people play, we have our Roll20 YouTube channel. We have a walkthrough of the Keeper Rulebook as well as a one-shot of the game. And there's an ongoing actual play on a certain channel that might be our channel, Salty Sweet Games. We play the Pulp Cthulhu variant and are running Masks of Nyarlathotep. That's every Saturday at 9 a.m. Pacific on our Twitch or on our YouTube. Whatever you want. I'm just saying that getting a Roll20 integration of Masks of Nyarlathotep and or of Pulp Cthulhu is high on my wish list. But that's not what we're talking about today. Kienna, what are we doing? What are we doing here?
What are we doing here? No, I actually know. Today, basically, we're going to be giving y'all a first look at the Investigator Handbook on Roll20. Basically, get your run through of what the Investigator Handbook contains, from the compendium all the way to your own game. And then we'll build a character live to show off the charactermancer and all of the resources and how easy it is to do now. Also, Laura and I will be talking about how the Investigator Handbook can help you as a player or as a GM. So it's a super valuable aid, no matter what side of the table you're on. I'm a player in that massive Nyarlathotep game. Lauren is the keeper. So we have some pretty extensive experience, and we're really excited to see and show y'all what the Investigator Handbook can do for you.
Yeah. What should we start with? What do you feel like we should start with for this first look?
Well, I think we could just kind of start delving into all of the awesome compendium stuff that's available over on Roll20. And I mean, as with all Roll20 stuff, you can check out when you get that supplement or game or whatever else, you can check out the compendium both as a separate compendium page or in the game itself if you need to look up some quick rules and the stuff like that. So same deal with the Investigator Handbook. You'll be able to access it both on the compendium pages or within the game itself. The compendium page is actually really nicely organized.
Yes, let's go over to it now.
Yay!
Well, that's the tabletop, but here is the compendium. Ooh.
Compendium. Yes. So it's really nicely laid out. It has basically it's a great virtual version of the actual book. Lots of great indexing there, so you can jump back and forth between what you're looking for. you'll kind of note on the compendium itself, kind of the different things that the Investigator Handbook provides you, which includes everything from creating how to make your own character,
what the numbers mean,
what the numbers mean, because knowing what numbers mean is important. They've also got a whole bunch of occupations and options for that. We'll go through that later. Also have a rundown of skills, so if you ever need to know what exactly does the difference between mechanical versus computer engineering,
and how you can use them.
And how you can use them. They've got all that. They've also got a ton of setting info. So if Call of Cthulhu is mostly based playing in 1920s, at least that's the base game and the base general assumption that you're playing in. So if you don't want to go delving into the internet rabbit hole that is YouTube and other pages and all that stuff to figure out what the heck the 1920s were like, the Investigator Handbook got you really covered.
Yeah, you can really kind of flesh out your investigator background using just this book. If you're just a player, this is really all you need, which is so great.
Yeah.
Learn all about the 20s. There are example investigator organizations, which are really cool. That's something that I'm particularly intrigued by as a constant player of this game. Like, that's super cool. And I love the extra occupations very, very much.
Yeah, and the Investigator Handbook also contains some player advice. So, both on a level of knowing how do you play with your fellow people at the table, especially for a horror game that is a little less combat focused, or a little less you're going to win the combat,
right.
like a lot of other games that you might play.
You ever seen a dole, Kienna? Because I have. And it cost me a lot of sanity.
Yeah.
You will not win against a dole.
Yeah. You don't win a lot of fights against monsters, at least in Call of Cthulhu. So the
in
player
base
advice
Call of Cthulhu.
In base Call of Cthulhu, but in the Investigator Handbook, it kind of gives you some options like how can you get around stuff, how do you solve mysteries within the game. And yeah, kind of looking at all of that good stuff. So we'll go into depth about all of that. I know we kind of just word vomited a bunch of cool features, but we're really excited to go through and show y'all what's there and what's available.
Yeah, what should we start with? If anybody in chat wants to say something they're particularly excited about, we can go there.
Yeah, and we'll be sure to bring in everything that we talked about into making that example character.
Right, we're going to make a character. I'm very excited about this because, like we said, I run a Cthulhu game on Saturdays that Kienna's a player in, and so I thought it would be like super fun if we made them a backup character for when they inevitably die.
Lauren's already killed one of our characters.
1 of 4.
Yeah. So we're gonna make a backup character for myself, for when that
for safety.
Happens. For safety, we'd like that backup, so I'm not having to scramble in less than a week to make a new character.
We can message Avery. Hello. So Kienna died. Kienna's character died.
Kienna's character died. I hopefully didn't actually die. That would be bad.
We summoned the actual monsters into existence.
We actually summoned Cthulhu into the world. I'm sorry. This is just how it is.
RIP. Okay, so yeah, should we get straight into building a character?
Sure. We can do that, and we can kind of just delve into what is provided for us this way. Yeah. So
let's if Cthulhu is a good game for smooching monsters. For all my monster smoochers out there.
It
seems like it would be a bad idea.
Yeah. Most
you
of them.
You could try though.
Most of them are like super deadly.
Listen, one time.
I mean,
let me tell you a story. one time there were these 2 dogs with the heads of snakes.
Oh my god, I remember this.
Do you remember this?
Yes.
And I had a charm of 75, which is like good. That's good charm. And I could like never, ever roll it though. I swore the button was bugged. I swore it. But for this roll, to get these snake dogs on my side, I like extremed it. It was the best. It was the best thing. I did not smoosh those monsters, to be very clear. But, you know, they were my friends.
They were good friendos. Good snake doggo friendos.
Hey, Made of Cartoons has an excellent point there. They do have a lot of mouths for smooshing.
There are a lot of mouths and usually a lot of eyes.
Lots of tentacles. We're
A
not
lot of
going
teeth.
there, though.
Yeah, we're not going to go there.
We're not going there. This is PG-13.
This is a PG-13.
This is PG-13, everybody. Which is definitely what our channel's rated.
Yeah, very much so. Okay, let's delve into a character building.
Okay. Yes.
All right. I mean,
oh,
you're
real
the
quick. Something that's on my screen right now is just in the compendium, the little eye icon in a circle there. This is where you can access it in-game, like all the Investigator Handbook stuff in-game, where you can see all the occupations. It's going to take it a second to load. There it goes. But there are little abbreviations here that alternate between like Keeper Rulebook, it'll say KR, Harlem Unbound, it'll say HU, Investigator Handbook, it'll say IH. So you can always quickly navigate to what's included in just the Investigator Handbook, which is great. Like Animal Trainer. Who wouldn't want to be an animal trainer? That sounds great.
I mean, that does sound very good.
And it has like all like suggested contacts, the skills that you'll be able to put in. And we'll go into how you build your characters, but those are the occupation skills, what the usual credit rating score is, all this fun stuff. You see this math? Guess what? Roll20 is going to take care of it for you. Roll20 got you. Got your back.
The math is a little complicated.
That's why we have a charactermancer.
Which is why we have a charactermancer and why we have Roll20. They handle all of the math for us, which is amazing. That's
beautiful.
Best thing about a virtual tabletop.
Beautiful. We love it. We love to see it.
Yeah. So Lauren, you want to? I will see what's happening, but do you want to be the one doing the charactermancer so the stream can see it?
Oh, certainly. So this is what happens when you pull up a character sheet.
For the first time.
Yes, it's beautiful. You can edit the sheet directly. Of course, if you want to do the math, you can. We give that to you.
That's a gift.
Yes, as a treat. You can also create an NPC this way. But of course, there's the charactermancer, which is what I'm probably most excited about that too, because I used to do all of my Cthulhu characters by hand.
Oh my god.
All of them. One time I got like 490s and I was like, I should redo that. But we're going to see all this. We're going to see use the charactermancer. Call of Cthulhu. Welcome to the Call of Cthulhu charactermancer. And the cool thing you're going to see about this is once we get past the math and stuff, we can drag things in, which is very exciting. Just drag them on in.
Which is very helpful for equipment and stuff, because we'll actually also go through and it'll show you it has all the equipment stuff statted out. It's very nice. Amazing. All right,
next. Okay, so there's a standard way of generating your stats. There's point buy as well. Cthulhu has its own version of point buy and quickfire. I say we do standard.
Let's do standard.
Yes. It is a very intuitive charactermancer. I like it a lot. It takes you through like everything. So let's see what we get. See what kind of character Kienna is going to be stuck with.
Oh boy.
Boom. Okay. What do we
got? Look, it does all these stats roll for you, which is incredible.
I mean, these stats are like fine. They're fine.
They're okay. This is a very average person.
They're smart. This scale goes from 0 to
100.
It's a D100 system.
Yeah. Percentiles. So, so the strongest stat is definitely intelligence, and the weakest is definitely appearance. Love that.
Love that for us. Love that.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay.
Let's go with that.
This is who we are now.
This is who we are now.
Okay. So, and look what comes up right here. Creating your investigator. Beautiful. Beautiful. It takes you through step by step. It's
Hell yeah.
great. And it breaks down all the math for you so you can see how those rolls happened. A lot of them are 3d6 multiplied or like 2d6 plus 6 multiplied. It's great. But
yeah.
What age shall we be? Or should we roll our age?
Let's roll the age.
Yeah,
We're just gonna go random here.
The great thing, the charactermancer also breaks down what each of these, like, what each of the values actually represent. So, like, power indicates force of will. The higher the power, the higher the aptitude for and resistance to magic, which will come up a lot.
It will.
If you're playing in my games, power's like everything. The difference between education and intelligence, and also your luck. It's great. It's great. So let's roll this age.
Wow, we rolled a 1
that.
on a 1d75. Yeah, no.
I don't want a child in my game. 51. 51. So we're
right.
51.
Yep.
And look, it even takes you through your improvement rolls, right? So improvement rolls happen in a couple of different instances when you get rewards. It's kind of like a milestone. You can make improvement rolls, but you also get it based on what age you start at. So the funny thing about this is you actually want to fail this roll to succeed, but Roll20 does this for you. Watch. Ha ha. We failed because we succeeded. Don't worry about it too much. Don't worry about it too much. Now we have to deduct 10 points total amongst Strength, Con, or Dex. And look, all of this is literally spelled out for you. Thank goodness.
Hell yeah. Yeah, so it's very, very... If you've never played before, this really also helps inform you, like, kind of how the game works and what types of stats and all that stuff are applicable to things.
Reduce appearance by 10 because you're 51?
Wow.
Disagree
on that.
Disagree. But that's funny because it was already your lowest score.
Yeah, no thank you. And also, that'd be ageist. No, we don't want to do that.
Yes. So where are we taking minus 10 from? Or do we want to split it? We can split it too. Your strength and con were pretty good. They were at 60?
They're not bad. Like, my con is a 60.
Yeah.
Yeah. My strength's a 45.
Oh, maybe we'll do it from... What do you want more? Do you want to just take it out of con? You're 51.
Yeah, sure. We'll do it. Well, I'm not a healthy 51-year-old.
Okay. Reduce appearance by 10. Sure. So you start with 60 sanity, 12 hit points, which is honestly in base Call of Cthulhu, that's not bad.
Nope.
Movement rate is reduced. And your magic points are 12. Okay.
I am slower now.
Yes. Alrighty. Next. And this is where you can choose your occupation.
So how about we go over to the in-game compendium? We can show off how many occupations there are.
There are so many now. And some of these are from the Keeper Rulebook, but the majority are from the Investigator Handbook. It really expands your options.
Yeah, so occupations are pretty straightforward. It's what job you have, but they basically also give you a guideline as to, what kinds of skills you have and your background and all that stuff. Kind of gives you a really good baseline of what your character would be good at if they had this job.
Yes. It also, picking your occupation, like Kienna says, I mean, that's going to also reflect mechanically in that you get certain skills unlocked from your occupation. They're occupation skills, that's what they're called, but it'll go through all of that. So we have new things like accountant, acrobat, that's cool, agency detective.
You can be a maid.
Great. Great.
I love how that's an option.
I do actually love that. I don't know if I'm just thinking of like Jupiter Ascending.
Yeah.
Where she's a
I mean,
maid.
that's pretty solid. They have street punk. That's pretty fun.
What does
You
that even mean in Call of
Oh
Cthulhu?
yeah, and each of these occupations, they give you a really good like example of stuff. I think it's just a type of. I think it's just criminal.
Criminals.
A version of criminal. You can an undertaker. That might be really fun.
That is so you. That is so you. So yeah, just like Kienna said, undertakers, and it has a whole little section on what that means, right? The math that you don't have to do. Suggested credit rating, suggested contacts, few.
Very few.
Few contacts. All my contacts are corpses. And then the skills that come with this occupation. That's great.
Accounting, drive.
Does it sound good?
Yeah, sure. Let's make an undertaker. I love this.
Let's make an undertaker. Undertaker. Beautiful. So now we choose our skill points calculation. Yes, we want to do the one that is suggested that we just saw. Education times 4. Again, it's just a drop down and that's the only option. So it's so easy. Choose an interpersonal skills. This is your first choice.
Ooh, my first choice.
So the interpersonal skills are as follows: charm, fast talk, intimidate, and persuade.
And again, if you're unsure about what those means, the compendium's right there to let you know.
We can.
So, I mean, these interpersonal skills are personally the ones that I get all tripped up on in terms of what the difference are between them. So charm kind of looks into, according to look at the compendium right now, the in-game one, include many forms, including physical attraction, seduction, flattery, or simply warmth of personality. So it's not really used to compel someone to do something, or it can be used to compel someone to act in a certain way, but not in a manner completely contrary to that person's normal behavior. So like stuff like bargaining or haggling, or overtly flattering the target with affections, presenting an expensive gift, stuff like that. So that's charm, and I mean, compare that to something like, let's say, persuade, because that's the one I'm always like unsure of. It's more convincing a target about a particular idea, concept, or belief through reasoned argument, debate, and discussion. So it's all there in case you ever need to know what those are. So I don't think I'm very charming, just to go off of the whole 35 appearance, few contacts, undertaker situation. I don't know if fast talk is correct either, because I don't think it's like, let me trick you into buying more for your body dealings. Yes, I will verbally trick you into doing things as the Undertaker.
What about, is she, wait, what pronouns are you using?
Let's go with they, them for now, and we'll see and we'll go from there.
So what are they intimidating though? That's another option for interpersonal.
Ooh. Yeah, I think they are. I mean, you're an Undertaker. You work with dead people.
That's intimidating. I would be intimidated.
So we'll choose that.
Okay, intimidate. And that's all you have to do on this one. Isn't that nice? Look at that. It's beautiful. Let's go. Yeah,
so basically the occupations, they give you like, here are your occupation skills that you have like all these points that you can put into. And then afterward you can put in points into any of your more hobbyist skills to round out your character.
Now, what I really like, this is my favorite part of the charactermancer. Again, anything that will do math for me, thank you. Thank you. And this portion of the charactermancer, this skill portion, has your points split up into two columns. You have your base, which you don't really adjust. You have your occupation, which is that middle column, that OCC. And then your personal skill points as well. And that's in a completely separate column. So your occupation skill points, you're limited to the ones that came with your occupation. And your personal skill points can go anywhere. And at the top here, it has how many points you have remaining. So that is just like,
if you're
blessed.
somebody who likes to really tweak with numbers for your skills and stuff, this is really, really helpful to keep track of stuff, because it'll do it for you.
Thank you.
Okay, so I need to think about this
it's now time for your skills. So your occupation options are accounting, credit rating, drive auto, history, intimidate, occult, psychology. And then of course you can build in one for an art/craft. You've got your combat ones down here, those are all going to be personal. You have your sciences, which will probably be important. Biology, chemistry, or you can add one, and anything else down here. So it's also customizable, which is really cool.
Yeah. Especially if you've got, a game that's maybe set in another time period, and you need some extra skills to be put into that. It's very important to have. Okay, so, trying to figure, how many points do I have?
You have 240 occupation points and 150 personal.
That's a lot of occupation points.
Your education was decent.
There was a decent occupation.
Look back. Yeah, your education was 65. That's good. And your personal points, I believe, come from intelligence. That's also good.
Yeah.
It might be different in base. I play a lot of pulp. So.
Okay. So let's see. I think we should probably start with the sciences, because those are important.
Yes.
I may need those to do my job.
Yeah, there's no undertaker skill.
It'd be really funny if there were. No. So let's see. How many of my skills I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, because they split into biology and chemistry.
Right.
So that's 8. So I have to do a little bit of math just for myself, because I like to min-max. So I like to do all of my points, which is 240, and I divide by how many skills I have to put them into. So if I wanted to be,
like a little bit in everything.
So if I wanted to be even everywhere,
right,
then I would have to put 30 in everything. But I may want to tweak that. So I like kind of having that, at least that base idea of doing stuff.
So decide what you're gonna dump.
Yeah, and decide which one is going to be lower.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, I mean, I know why drive auto is there, but it's so funny to me to think of like an undertaker who's just really good at driving.
Like a getaway driver.
Yeah. It cracks me up.
Really That's pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. So I think out of those, I think we're going to bring psychology down. Also knowing our group that this would be a backup character for.
True.
Psychology is very much covered by our journalist and our... I don't know how to describe Charlie.
I think he's technically a parapsychologist.
Okay. So they've already got psychology, so I think I can bring... So I think I can bring the psychology down.
We'll just leave it. You can't reduce it. It's just at its base.
Yeah, so it's at its base. We'll see if there's any points that we'll put into that later. Accounting is like one that I've almost never used, and I want to at some point.
I don't know if I used it. There was something in Zara's place of business that was an accounting role. Don't worry about it. It won't come up, I'm sure.
So let's put 30 into accounting.
Okay.
Let's just do that base.
Okay.
We'll tweak as we need.
Yeah, and see how the points remaining adjusted automatically. It's beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Mwah.
Okay. From there, let's put in the 30 into drive auto. We're just gonna do the defaults.
Okay. That'll bring it up to 50 in that.
Yeah.
Nice.
From there, intimidate. Yeah, let's put the base 30 in that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Intimidating Undertaker.
Don't forget about your sciences.
Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna take the gonna put 45 in each science right now, the biology and chemistry.
Smart.
Taking the 15 or the 30 points that I would have put into psychology and dividing it into 2 to add on to those.
Nice. So 60 points left.
Yep.
In occupational skills.
Yeah. So just before I mess around with the number, let's just put the 30 in history and 30 in occult, and I'm gonna tweak as we go.
30 and history 30.
Okay, so I think then I'm gonna take down accounting a little bit then, just looking at all these.
Sure, I'd agree with that.
So we'll take 10 points away from that.
Okay.
So just add 20 to put those remaining 10 into how creepy do I want to be?
It's a great question.
Okay, I'm gonna put, and let's also remove 10 from history.
Sure. Done.
Where's my science at again? They're
down. It's down.
They are at 45. Okay.
Yes.
I think I wanna up both of those with the 10 and 10 each.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty solid for occupation skills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, if we were playing Pulp, you would have another 100 points from an archetype.
So many.
Right, you would have even more points, but we're not. This is base.
Okay.
So now you have your personal skill points.
Yeah.
And those can go anywhere your heart desires.
Okay, so how I do want to increase my dodge. I like getting out of the way.
Okay.
I like getting out of the way. Thank you. So let's put in 10. I like to put up my chance to 33%
Great.
chance. 1 out of 3 chances of getting out of the way. I feel like first aid would kind of make sense.
Totally.
Let's put in 10 there.
Boom.
What else? What else would it? What do y'all think? Chat, like, what fun skill could this Undertaker have that is not related to their job? But they have.
Hidden.
Oh, spot hidden is important. Let's put in 30 for spot hidden for now.
Yeah.
We'll probably put in more later.
Probably.
But I would like chat to give me a fun skill that maybe makes no sense for an Undertaker to have in their job, but they have anyways.
Forget we have those. We have combat stuff like handgun and rifle/shotgun. They're different. We have brawl. There's some athletic ones like throw and swim and jump. We have sneaky ones like stealth and sleight of hand.
Riding, as in riding a horse is also one.
That's a thing. Natural world.
Operates heavy machinery, which is,
Strong.
operating like cranes and construction vehicles and stuff like that.
Disguise. Because if you do makeup on corpses.
I do makeup on corpses.
Disguise. Yeah, see, Mal agrees. Mal knows what's up. That's good. I like that.
Yeah, that's very funny.
Yeah.
Sure, we'll put in some into disguise.
How much?
How much?
How much you want?
Let's put in 20 and bring that up to a 25.
20. Great. You have 80 points left.
Cool.
And you can also stack on top of like your sciences.
Yeah, which I'm thinking I might do to be extra sciencey.
Extra sciencey.
We'll put 10 in each again.
Great.
Let's keep incrementally playing up to 10.
Do you want to fight? Fighting might be good for you. Just
fighting might be good for me. I think I want to do brawl. That might be fun.
Sure.
Cause I don't think this Undertaker shoots things. I don't think that's a thing that they do. Sure. So we'll put that up to. We'll make it funny. We'll bring it up to 40. So that's 15 points.
Okay. There you go. What else?
What else?
There's listen. That
There's
can always
listen.
be good. More spot hidden. It's like the most boring thing, but I swear it's the most essential skill in the game.
I mean, spot hidden in Call of Cthulhu is basically like perception checks in D&D. You use it
Right.
for basically everything.
You use it a lot.
Use it a lot. I mean, one of the physical things would be very funny, but doesn't make any sense for the stats that I have.
Right. Library use, of course, another essential Call of Cthulhu skill.
That is true.
All the research. Research for days.
That is true. Let's put in, what do I have there? I have 20. Let's move that to, let's put 20 points in there. We'll move it up to 40.
Nice. You have 25 points left.
Okay. Let's do. I love this jazzy music.
Yeah, I got the jazzy music in the
It's
background.
very good. Debating whether I want to put up medicine. I think there is medicine, right? Medicine is.
Yes, there is medicine, which is different than first aid.
It is different.
You can
than
see
first
the
aid.
difference if you just look in the compendium. Look at that. Isn't that nice? You
Yeah.
can see what medicine is, and you can see what first aid is.
Yeah. So treatment using medicine takes a minimum of 1 hour. It's really about like the big things, like big injuries, and having knowledge about drugs and stuff like that.
And then first aid, emergency medical care, applying a splint, stemming bleeding, treating a burn, resuscitating. It cannot be used to treat diseases where the medicine skill is required. So there's that.
Let's put in some into medicine. I feel like you would know a lot about medicine
Yeah, that makes sense.
even if you were dealing with dead bodies all the time.
Do you want to put the rest in there?
Yeah, let's put in the rest.
Cool. And so now you can see your total for every skill here on the right, and then you can make adjustments as necessary.
Yeah, so counting 25, credit rating 20, which is the base one. Drive auto is 50, which still cracks me up.
So funny.
It's so funny to me. 25 for history, 45 for intimidate. I will either intimidate someone who wants to fight me, or I will fist fight them.
Right. Yeah.
I will fist fight them. I don't have a gun. It's fine.
It's fine.
My occult is 35, which is very interesting.
You're a weirdo. I like you.
I'm a weirdo. My psychology is still, it's just 10. I'm not good at reading people.
That's fine.
Spot hidden is 55, which is pretty middling solid. And then we've got
brawl.
We've got brawl, which is now 40. So I'm pretty decent at punching somebody. And we've got biology, which is 66, and my chemistry is a 66.
Yeah.
So 2 out of 3 chance of succeeding, which is pretty solid.
Yeah. You feel good about the skills?
I feel good about the skills.
Great. Next. Okay. So now we have some fun stuff. You can pick a treasured possession. Wow, this goes so far off my screen. I love it. Or you can roll for one. This is kind of starting to flesh out your character. So we have treasured possessions, traits. We have significant people, meaningful locations, ideology / beliefs, and of course everywhere you can fill in other things like your hometown, your birthplace, what you look like, and your gender. It's great.
Yeah. So, and also in the compendium, they have all this information in rollable tables as well. So if you just want to reference that and take a look, you can find that.
So what are we thinking? Do you want to do some of these randomly, or do you want to pick?
Let's do some of these randomly.
Yeah.
We've been on a random streak.
Yeah, this character's random.
If I don't like a thing, we will just reroll it.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Okay, let's start with ideology/beliefs. Ooh, okay, so you can see it right here, everybody.
Money is power, and I'm going to get all I can.
Greedy, enterprising, ruthless.
Let's re-roll that. I don't.
Oh, yeah? You think
I don't quite think.
Oh, member of a society or secret society. That's a good one. I like that.
I love that one.
Yes.
We'll do that.
You know what we can do?
Also get into the investigator organization.
Exactly. We'll go into that section. Okay, I love this. Meaningful locations. Give it a spin.
My hometown.
Your hometown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty safe.
That seems nice. Seems nice. Wouldn't want anything bad to happen to it. Now, would we? No. Okay.
What's next?
Significant people. You get 2. Isn't that nice?
I get 2 whole people.
Child, son or
a
daughter.
Child. I mean, I am 51 years old. That does make sense.
Sure. And oh,
you wronged them and seek reconciliation.
What did you do, Kienna? What did you do?
What did I do? What did this Undertaker do? What the heck does this Undertaker do?
What did you do, Kienna?
I don't know what I did. What did I do to someone that would be so bad?
You wronged them.
I wronged them.
And you seek reconciliation. Chat, what did Kienna the Undertaker do?
Yeah, we'll come up with a name for them.
Here it is. That's good.
Oh my god, they wanted to be a jazz musician. You wanted to fall to the
Wee.
Oh no. Yeah, I love that. You will be an undertaker. You will take up the family business of undertaking.
I feel like we're in a graphic novel / musical fun home now. You pushed them away.
Because they wanted to be a musician.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay, so treasured possessions. Something given to you by your significant person.
That makes a lot of sense. What do I have? It has to be one of those like kitty crafts. Like, you know what I mean? Like the things that like small children make.
Oh, sure.
At school.
Oh, yeah. In the 20s.
Yeah, in the 20s. Whatever. It could be at home. But something similar to that. It's gotta be a drawing, right? It's gotta be a kid's drawing.
Sure.
It's gotta be tiny and cute and not like me, an Undertaker.
Do you keep it like folded up somewhere?
Yeah, it's probably folded up and inside of like a wallet or something. I mean, macaroni art's very good. It would be very unwieldy to take around with you.
Cool. I love it. And traits. I can't wait to see what you're like. Ladies man / seductress. I'm gonna click
Let's
again.
re-roll that.
I'm gonna click again. Oh, a good reputation.
I'm very good at my job.
Yes.
I'm very studious. I'm probably very like confidential. Like I don't like if someone asks me for requests, I'm known to be very like non-judgmental. Has great Yelp reviews. Yes, thank you. I mean, that's essentially what it would be.
Beautiful.
Very good Yelp reviews.
Great. Beautiful. Okay. And then that would pretty much, I mean, besides all this stuff, where is your hometown since it's your significant place?
What is my hometown? I'm very bad at American locations, everybody.
Oh, sure.
I am Canadian. So would you like to tell me a fun place in the States that I could pick out?
You could be from New Orleans.
Please also think 1920s.
You could be from New Orleans.
I could be from New Orleans, although that That would mean I'd have to think about all the accent, though.
It would be very funny for me.
It would be funny for you. I would be very bad at it. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't want to be a 50-year-old seductress. I'm sorry.
I'm just not feeling it today.
I'm sorry, chat. That ain't it. Ohio.
I think you could be a 50-year-old seductress. The problem is that your stats don't support it.
Bad.
That's the actual problem.
Yeah, I'd be really, really bad at being a seductress in this game. So
Make an appearance check.
I would just be like, hello, and they would immediately just walk away.
The Undertaker.
The Undertaker.
They're so discreet and good at their job.
Definitely great at flirting. Athens, Ohio.
Great.
Sure.
There
Why
we
not?
go.
I kind
Boom.
of like the idea of being at this kind of middle, like not a big city, but also not like a tiny town.
Great. Do you know what you look like?
I mean, my size is actually pretty. My size is like actually like 60.
Mhm.
Like I am above average.
Yeah.
So I think like probably a probably taller, lankier person.
Cool.
I mean, I gotta lean into the creepy vibes.
Yes.
I've got so many points in intimidation and occult, and very little points in appearance. So, what else? If chat wants to give me one interesting feature, significant notable feature about them,
Yes.
that'd be.
I'll just write
creepy. They're a nice person. They just look creepy.
Yeah, something distinctive, something that stands out about our Undertaker.
For like specifically for an Undertaker.
Like a monocle.
Sure, they have a monocle. I love that. I love this idea of just like extremely fancy looking. It's not that rich. Like 20 credits is not that much. You only get so much money off of making bodies look nice.
Sure.
But to have a monocle.
Is the monocle for sight reasons or fashion reasons?
Oh my god. I think it was originally a fashion reason, but now they've gotten older, it's actually been useful.
Sure. Cool. Okay, so let's review. And look, there's your beautiful review.
Woo!
You've used everything you needed.
I've used everything, which is good. It kind of boops that up. You have not entered a birthplace.
That's fine.
Let's go back to backstory.
And I'll put it in. Same place?
Same place.
There you go. Are you happy now? There we are. Yep. All
So
your
we have
skills.
all the skills.
Yeah. Yes, we did.
Oh, did we have to select it after? No. Yeah.
Yep, it's there.
It's there.
Yeah.
Nice. It might just be.
Oh, yeah. We know. And I think we can always edit it in later.
Yeah, we can edit it.
Most
you can
of
always
them
edit
are there.
these later.
Oh, I know what it is. It wants... No, we did write some of it in. That's okay. Oh, yeah. It wants it here.
Oh, yeah. This is actually a good time for us to go look at
Yes.
investigator organization.
Yes. I'm going to go over the compendium.
Yeah.
Chapter 6.
Yeah. So part of the book is that it gives you a bunch of example cool secret societies and organizations you can be part of. So they actually provide you like dates and history behind each of these organizations.
Mm-hmm.
And then also like gives you example NPCs as well, which is super cool. So what's the Resurrectionists?
The Resurrectionists?
What is that? A group of people drawn together through their interest in the occult. Yep.
They pooled their resources into research and sought out forgotten lore and moldering old books hidden away in diverse libraries and private collections.
So this group, let's see. That's the Seekers. Oh, the group accidentally summoned uh old ones. That's
Uh-oh.
fine. That's cool. The summoning had caused the three to try to change. They were now vessels of the beings that they had summoned, and they had a newfound task to pave the way for the return of the old ones. It didn't take long for the rest of the group to put together they had done. They would need to track down the three survivors and put an end to their schemes. So basically they're hunting down these people.
Right.
Who are accidental vessels for the old ones.
Oh. Okay, cool. That's cool.
That's interesting. And
Yeah.
I mean, I do have a lot of points in the occult.
Yeah. You got decent occult.
Yeah. Sure. I am part of this secret group that casually is like, hey, like a long time ago we kind of screwed up and
Trying to make it right.
summoned stuff, and now we got to make it right.
Yeah, that seems cool.
I like that a lot. Let's keep going down on that. Ooh,
Oh yeah, there was another one that looked cool. The Society for the Exploration of the Unexplained.
so it's an informal academic group.
Based at Miskatonic! That's what I'm wearing the jacket. I'm wearing the varsity jacket. Miskatonic University.
Hell yeah.
Society was founded in 1889 by a small group of professors who had mutual interest in unexplained phenomena. Since that time, the group has continued, with some founding members having retired and recruits invited to join. Public notoriety through their assistance in a number of police investigations that came to the attention of the local press. That's cool too.
Yeah, so definitely more academic.
Yeah, the other one gives you more of a mission.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I like the
Resurrectionists.
resurrectionists. Yeah, I think
I love this. I love that this is part of the Investigator Handbook.
it's really cool, and they have the suggested occupations. If you're working backwards, I want to be part of this group.
Yeah.
Or if you're making NPCs and stuff like that, you have a pretty solid idea of what kind of people would be involved. Yeah. So let's be part of the
very
resurrectionists.
Cool. Very cool. Let me go back. Here we are. So back there.
Ooh.
I guess that part of our character sheet is done then.
Yeah.
Oh, what was the other one? Is there a place in your hometown?
I mean, it's probably the funeral home. It's probably where I do my stuff.
Was it also your home, like your actual home?
I think I probably live on top of it. It's one of those situations.
Mm-hmm. Yes, beautiful. Review. Okay, this time we nailed it.
Hell yeah.
That was great. Got to go back in and figure out what we had missed. That's
Yeah, which is really good.
Good design. Okay, finish. And here's your sheet.
Yay!
Oh my gosh. Huzzah.
Look at that.
And you can always put it back into edit mode, which is great.
Yeah.
You can select your difficulty that you're aiming for, or just put it in verbose, and then it'll give you everything.
Yeah. So let me open up the character sheet on my end because I have that completed now. Let's just see. I mean, we were just talking about the occult. Let's see what a regular occult roll would give me. That's an extreme success.
Extreme success.
This is good. This is good omens.
That's good
About
stuff.
this character. I'm gonna need a character name at some point.
Ooh.
This is important things to know. Let's go. Let's look in. Ooh, yes. As part of the compendium, they've got period names available.
Really?
Yeah.
Where? Tell me. Let me navigate there.
If you go into the compendium, you go into chapter 3. As under step 4, period names.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh my god, it's a table.
Hey. Yeah, you know what?
Do you want to roll it?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
And we'll just see what the
Yeah.
both a male and female, and we'll just see
Which one we like.
which one we like. So let's roll that D100.
D100.
12.
12. There's
Is Caleb or Bernadette?
Oh my god, do you want to be Bernie?
Ooh, I like Bernie.
I like Bernie. Bernie.
Okay, so we'll have Bernadette as like
Yeah.
the full name.
And
yeah,
do you want to roll
Bernadette.
another one for your surname?
Yeah, we'll
This
do
is
the
fun.
surnames. 9. Wow, I'm rolling really low today.
That's great. Bleecker. Oh my god, it's
Bernie
alliterative.
Bleecker.
Bernie Bleecker. I love it.
I really like that.
I'm so into it.
Okay, let me just rename that. Bernadette, Bernie, Bleecker.
Beautiful.
The Bleecker Funeral Home.
So
is
good.
So perfect.
That's so good. Okay, now it's
That
in
is
there.
such a perfect name.
Ooh, you know what we should do? You need some stuff. You need some gear.
I do need some stuff. And what's really cool is that the Investigator Handbook gives you a bunch of period accurate items. They tell you how much they cost, which is actually kind of important in this game. Like how much things cost is actually kind of important. And they give you stats if they're weapons and stuff like that. So yeah, and you can click and drag them
Yes,
in.
it's drag and drop. It's great. Mine is loading up right now because there are
We have a lot of things in there.
There they are. There's a lot. Yeah, so yeah, there's lots of guns. It is kind of
Yeah, but we already
gun game.
established that I have 0 gun skill.
Yes. Well, you have your base, right?
I have my
You
base
always
gun
have your
skill.
base. A 1-gallon water bag? What's
1
that?
whole gallon water bag.
Oh, subcategory tents and campers. That makes sense.
Yeah, and so basically they give you subcategories. They also give you what era they belong to.
Brass
which is
knuckles?
really important. Ooh, brass knuckles might be really good.
Yes, the era thing, like you were saying, Key.
Yeah, we're getting brass knuckles. We're just gonna get really close into the realm of
Right
the
up
wrestling
there.
Undertaker. Like there
Yeah.
is a wrestler
Here
named
they
the
are.
Undertaker.
Oh,
If I-
yes. So it tells you what skill is required, fighting, brawl, damage. You get your 1d3 plus 1 plus your damage bonus if you have one. Do you have one?
I don't.
I feel like your strength.
My strength is really bad.
Right.
My strength is 45, and my size is 60.
Yeah.
So
I don't think,
Hard to
I think
say.
it would have popped up. Okay.
yeah.
Common and era 1920s and modern. There you go. And what it costs in the 1920s, $1. What it costs modern day, $10. Isn't that great?
Yeah.
Let's
And
try it again.
yeah, let's click and drag that in.
Boom. Did you see
Yeah.
how easy that was?
And hold on, if we move out of edit mode for a hot second, I can click that and it'll roll it for me.
Yes.
I did not do well in punching,
No.
but it's there.
But it exists. Yes. Drag and drop, chat. It's the best.
Yeah. All right.
What else do you have?
What else do I have? What else would an Undertaker have?
A scalpel?
The more I probably.
Let me go to. I could just search this. I'm such a scroller. I'm such a scroller. There it is. Oh, a scalpel set. Yes. Please. Oh, I needed to add the thing. Burp. And boop. Let me. Oh, it's not a weapon. That's why. Yeah, see, it's over here. It's medical equipment. So look, it showed up.
Nice.
Oh, and here's where your spending level should. Gosh, you don't have much money.
I've got $5 whole, friends.
You can. No, you must have a little more than that. Did I do something to it?
No,
Your
no,
spending
my
level is $2.
yeah, which is basically, if I remember correctly, like how much you can spend at a time. If I remember correctly. Well, this
We
is what
can
we
look
have.
it up.
We can look it up.
Isn't that cool?
It's one of the optional game rules. That's why.
That's why.
I'm pretty sure.
I usually go, how much money you got? You got money?
How much? I do not have much. I am 20 out of 100. So, I have little money. Small
Not
money.
much money. Oh yeah, and they have like your living standards. Okay. Well, that's from the keeper. The keeper can worry about that. We're fine. We don't need money here.
Measure of how prosperous and financially confident. Yeah, so credit rating is not so much a skill as a gauge of financial wealth. So yeah, I am. Yeah, so Call of Cthulhu, you don't have to nickel and dime everything, but it's definitely like am I able to pay off a bunch of,
Mobsters?
bodyguards, whatever. No, I don't have that much money, but I can probably buy the stuff that I need to get.
What else you got? You probably got some hypodermic syringes.
Yeah, let's see if I can do items.
You deserve it.
I'm trying to think of what else would I have? I don't think I'd have many weaponry because
I like the brass knuckles. That was a great idea.
The brass knuckles is very good.
So good.
A
camera? You think you'd have a camera? I mean, you don't really have a skill in photography.
Yeah, I don't have that.
What else? Oh my gosh, there are so many things. What kind of car do you have?
Oh my god.
Cars? Let me see. Are there cars?
Are there cars?
No. I thought I saw one that said Mercedes.
Are there cars?
Listen, I know there are cars. The cars exist. No, it's loading again.
Do cars exist? And yes, they do.
Yes, they exist.
1920s. Let's see.
Why don't we go into Chapter 8, the Roaring 20s?
Yeah, we can see what they've got there.
Yeah.
Which again, which is really useful for both like players and for GMs, is the fact that they have all the setting information prepared.
Info.
And a lot of stuff that you probably want to know anyways, like if you're just kind of delving in.
Outfitting the 1920s investigator. Beautiful. That is so useful.
Yeah.
Following are a range of items of particular use to investigators. 1920s equipment list. Yes. See, there are cars. There are vehicles. Oh my god.
Cars.
Yes. Yes. I knew it. I knew it. Oh yeah, the Studebaker. There it is. Formerly a carriage maker, now switched to automobiles. The Studebaker Dictator features standard spare tire lock, speedometer, windshield washer, and shock absorbers, and is available in closed top or open top versions. Introduced in 1928. I love it.
Yeah, I'm just going through all of these equipment. There's a lot of it.
Yes, there is. I'm going to see if I can find the Studebaker.
The Studebaker.
Ah, dang it. Wait. Why is it not here? Because, like, you just say you have the car.
I have the car somewhere. It's somewhere here. Yeah, I don't know what 1920s hearses would have been, but that probably would have been what it is. Yeah.
Oh, look, it is there. That's funny. Boom. Now you've got the Studebaker Dictator. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll change it if we need to.
Yeah, if we need to, but it's fun.
God, there's so much stuff.
There's so much stuff. Light sources, probably useful.
Yep. Just casually going into the dark. No big deal.
No big deal. There aren't any ghouls down there.
No biggie.
I love this. So we've got.
Ooh, okay, there we go.
What are you
I found
thinking?
I found the cash and asset stuff.
Oh,
Aha.
nice.
Which is under the equipment section of the compendium.
Oh, ho, ho.
Table 2, cash and assets. So in the 1920s, my credit rating is 20, correct?
Yes.
So that's average. So it's my money is credit rating times 2
Credit rating.
to start off.
Okay.
So that's
So you got 40.
40. Got 40 whole bucks.
40 whole bucks.
And my assets are credit rating times 50.
So what is that?
So I have basically I have $40 on me.
That's a lot. I mean, for the 20s.
Yeah. I have my assets, I think, are a total of whatever that is.
What?
Zero times 50. My assets.
Oh, your credit. Okay.
Assets are the things that your investigator owns at the start of play. So basically, I can
Oh, yes.
have up to
Okay.
math for a second. 1,000 in dollars in terms of things I already own when we start the
Wait,
game.
20 times 5? 100.
Times 50.
Times 50.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. There we go.
Yeah, assets. So assets are 20 times, or
Oh,
is your credit rating times 50, and your cash
Let me
that
see
you
how much
generally
that
have.
car is.
Yeah, let's see how much that
How
car
much was
is.
that
because
car?
cars are expensive.
1,165. You know what? I'll give it to you. I'm generous. I'm a generous keeper.
I mean, I
I'll
would
give you the
have.
car.
I would need that to do my stuff.
I'll give you the car. It's fine.
Okay, I'm not gonna have too much other
There,
stuff
yeah.
on top of that. What other stuff? What other stuff would an Undertaker have?
I love just looking through this. Suspenders. Would you like some suspenders, Kienna?
I just want suspenders.
Does Bernie wear I'm giving you suspenders.
I mean, I'm down for wearing suspenders.
You got them.
Cool.
They're yours now.
They are mine now.
Talcum powder. Personal care category. That's great. No, you can't have the king in yellow. Don't read that. Don't
read that.
Don't read that.
You can have oranges.
Ooh, tailored suit.
Would you like to have an orange?
No. I like a tailored suit though.
Tailored suit's pretty good.
Thing? Tailored silk suit.
Oh my god, that's so much.
You got it though.
I have it now. Okay.
Now. That's all for you, friend.
Thank you, I guess.
It was $1,000. That's $1,000. Do they just have a normal suit?
Please.
Suitcase. Nope.
We just assume that I have a normal suit.
Sure.
We just assume we have that.
Just a tailored suit. Get your silk out of here.
Yeah, get your silk out.
An orange tailored suit. Do you need anything else? What else do you need?
I mean, that
You probably need like a flashlight.
Or some form of light.
Right. You want a flare?
Do I just casually... Oh, I guess that'd be in the trunk of the car.
Right, yeah.
In case something happens.
Yeah. Not a flamethrower, you wish. Flare. There we go. Wow. You are ready.
I am so ready for whatever happens.
Ready. Kienna. Is there anything else that we want to go over? We looked through those occupations, so many. I just want to see what else there are.
Let's just see what other occupations there are. I'm curious.
Yeah.
What other cool stuff is there?
Undertaker was by far the coolest.
I mean, Undertaker just spoke to me.
Oh, and they also have like a little thing about creating your own, which is super cool.
Yeah. So if you're not being covered by whatever's in there, then you've got options.
Yeah, they have things separated. Like they have classifications. So for like classic 1920s, they have modern and Lovecraftian.
Yeah, which
So-
is very useful.
Yes, look at all these. Accountant, acrobat, stage actor, film star, agency detective, alienist. What is that? Show me. Thank you. The term given for those who treat mental illness, early psychiatrists. Wow. Huh. I did not know that. I have learned something new.
You could be a gun mall classic, which is essentially
Let me go.
essentially a mobster girlfriend.
Oh, the best. And you can talk like this all the time. That is my dream. That is my dream character, okay? That is what I want to play. So could somebody please just make that happen for me? Thank you.
You could be a member of the clergy, of course.
The clergy. I have played, you know what's funny? I've played an Irish mobster's daughter who was a nun with a shotgun.
Yeah. So that's an option. You could be a what else could we be? I mean, there for that alley there is a pilot. Not aviatrix, but there's a pilot.
A pilot. Gimme.
I love how there's a difference between the police detective in brackets Lovecraftian.
Uh-huh. Oh, you know the type. They've got their hats pulled low. They're smoking a cigarette.
Yeah, and it's like,
They're so overworked.
yeah, they're very tired.
Okay, so yeah, we have talked about military pilots and business pilots, for example, like for the U.S. mail.
That's interesting.
There was no national regulation of pilots until the passing of the Air Commerce Act of 1926, after which time pilots' licenses were required. Thus, many in this period work at carnivals, stunting, selling rides, or offering local air taxi services in and out of small airports. That is so cool to know.
You could be a senior manager.
What does that... Why? Why? Where do you see this?
You could just be a white collar worker.
What is that under? Oh, I see it. It's down there. Wow.
Yeah.
The dream. That's
There's an office worker. You know, casually.
Totally. Absolutely.
Love that for us.
Love that for us. So these are also cool. Lovecraftian professor. That is cool. Ooh.
That's super interesting. Ooh, if you're interested in modern stuff, they got a deprogrammer.
That would be. I would love to see more like modern Cthulhu.
Oh my god, this deprogrammer though. Deprogramming is the act of persuading or forcing a person to abandon their belief or allegiance to a religious or social community.
Whoa.
So basically, you're someone who's like, please stop being in a cult.
Oh my god.
Like, let's.
That's great.
Basically, as your counselor, to just deprogram you from being in a cult. You know? Super cash.
I'm gonna head to Life as an Investigator. So
Ooh,
this
yes.
kind of tells you the different ways you can go about playing the game. Because usually in Call of Cthulhu, you are trying to solve some kind of mystery, right? So it breaks down like ways to do that. Gather information, talk to and or watch those involved, determine a motive or purpose, make a plan, carry out the plan. Oh, and they have some examples of investigators. That's cool. What else do you have for me? Oh, about splitting up. Be careful. Distractions. These are all things you should be wary of.
I love these little like things by the characters too. Like, so basically, as part of the Investigator Handbook, they also have the Dunwich Horror, I think.
Yes, they have that story at the beginning.
Yeah, so you kind of get a introduction to the world of Cthulhu and the mythos if if that's not something that you are familiar with, and they get to kind of give you a little taste of that.
Yeah.
And I think Peter McLean is one of those characters.
Yes, and okay, so other places to go to do research, libraries, clipping services. I didn't know what that was, and now I do.
Now you do.
Newspapers, civic records, and of course, like contemporarily, the internet, cemeteries and churches, on-site investigation, and taking photos. So this lays it out. This lays out ways to,
What you'd be doing.
Yeah, it gets into it too. Talk to those involved. Remain alive. That's good advice. Do that.
Thank you, Peter.
Thank you so much, Piotr. You know what else I want to look at while we're here?
What?
I want to look at the Roaring 20 section again.
Oh, yeah.
So there's a chronology, useful information for 1920s investigators that, yes.
A lot of really good stuff about, like, how would you interface with the world.
Mm-hmm. So, like, what kind of transport is available? Are we talking, they have trolley cars, right? Taxis, buses, if you have your own car, how it works, the kinds of firearms and the different laws in the US versus the UK, how forensics works in the 20s. That is so cool. I'm gonna go cool. There. Look at that. Oh, beautiful.
So yeah, so they did have fingerprints, right?
Yeah.
There wasn't a huge file base.
It was universally accepted by law enforcement agencies around the world at that time. That's cool. Oh, ballistics too.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Ooh, they got blood typing too.
Blood typing.
Ooh, interesting, but they haven't done the 4 major blood types until 1923, so it's very new to do that.
And they have a section on mental health treatment and how it was in the early 20th century, which is very different from nowadays.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so these are all really, really useful.
That's so useful.
It's very important stuff.
Else? Tell me more. Tell me more. I want to know. Chronology is so good.
That's really good too.
Newspapers, notable libraries and museums.
Yeah, they've got newspapers around the globe. They got some biographies too, so if you're interested in like looking at famous people from the 1920s.
Yeah, and different sections too.
They've got some really interesting people that you can involve. Yeah. So athletics, we've got Babe Ruth, 1920s.
Wow.
All these sports ball people. Jack Dempsey.
I don't know why I clicked on the sports section. What do I want? I want a cult. Oh, yep, here they all are.
Yeah,
Crowley.
Yep. Crowley, Fort.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you're interested in kind of involving real world historical events, you've got all the information here.
Yeah, especially let me go back to the chronology. Oh, that's cool. So yeah, it kind of goes year by year, like major events from the time.
This is American focused. So as the game is kind of focused in on that, but these are all very useful things to know.
That's cool.
Lindbergh. Oh, there's Charles Lindbergh.
Yep. Some cool stuff in there. Man, this is just really useful.
It's really cool.
Through all your rules quickly.
And if you wanna research more, if like the stuff about the 1920s wasn't enough in the setting book, they've got a whole reference section.
Yeah.
That you can just kind of like you can research more into stuff. They also give you like basically all of the prices for things.
Bless.
Which sometimes you just need to know how much apparently how much an orange costs. Apparently that's something that we needed to know.
This is a great thing for GMs too. Like I know this is a player resource, but this is so useful for me.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Oh yes. Speeds and distances I always need to know. I always need a reference. Yes. Yes.
How fast do cargo?
How fast do cargo? How fast do ship go? Carriage speeds? I don't know why that makes me so excited.
Yeah, and they've also got a whole bunch of sample investigators as
Mm-hmm.
well, if you want to kind of like take a look at
Yes.
how they're built and all that stuff.
That's very cool.
Sean, the, quotation marks, wolf.
Sean, that one
Sean
doesn't want to
the wolf.
come up
Oh,
for me. Does
no
Pierre?
Sean the wolf for us.
No Sean the wolf for us. But we've got Pierre Leblanc. So, if you want to like jump into a game, right?
Yep,
This one
they've
is
got
all
everything
set.
there.
That's really
Backstory
cool.
And all that good stuff too.
Super useful. Your skill definitions. I mean, this thing is like if you are a player of Call of
This is
Cthulhu,
basically all you need.
this is all you need. And if you're a keeper, this is super useful just for getting more background, right?
Yeah, and it's got like, and it's there is a little bit of overlap in some of the rule stuff with the Keeper rule book, but a lot of it is unique to the Investigator handbook. So you're not going to be getting duplicates on a lot of stuff. You're getting some really unique, awesome features with the Investigator handbook.
It's available right now in the Roll20 marketplace. Hit him with that link again.
Yeah, you can get it there right now and get involved with that. It's super worth it. Again, if you're going to be playing, it makes making a character really fast. Like we made that character.
That was the fastest I've ever made a Call of Cthulhu character.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah. Yeah, and I believe they also got some art and stuff in there too. Like they've got some
Should I find some
stuff.
art for us to close out on? What do
It's
we need?
it's gonna take a long time to load on stuff, but
Probably. Oh yeah, look at that. That's gnarly.
yeah, they've got the whole short story there, all that good stuff.
Tokens and such.
Yeah. Is there anything that chat you are interested in hearing a little bit more about before we sign off for the evening? I'll go looking for art. I'll let that load on my end.
We've got a lot of stuff to sift through.
We do.
Yeah, anything else that chat would like to see? This is the cover, and it is so cool. It reminds me of like an Indiana Jones movie. Or like something from Lovecraft Country, which is like so cool. If you have HBO, go watch it.
It's a very good show.
It's so good. And there was a whole episode that was very like pulpy, and that image reminds me of it, which is really awesome. But yeah, I think we did it.
Yeah. So it comes with when you buy the bundle, you also get the token pack.
Yes.
So you can get that. I am looking for it. I am searching.
It's gonna take a while to load for us because we just.
Oh, here we can actually just pull up to the compendium page.
Yes. Beautiful.
You get a little preview as to all these tokens.
Oh. Wow, yeah, they have the sample investigators. Oh, cool. Some handouts.
You've got some portraits, you've got some tokens.
Art! Look!
Yeah.
Oh, this reminds me of one of our NPCs.
Yeah.
That is super cool.
Look at that art.
Art! We love art! That's super cool. Rad. Okay, well, I think that is about everything.
Yeah, that's basically it for us today. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. We really appreciate you coming and taking a first look at the Investigator Handbook Roll20 integration. If you're interested in seeing Call of Cthulhu in action, particularly the Pulp Cthulhu variant, again, we at Salty Sweet Games have our long-running series of Masks of Nyarlathotep on our channel. You can hit us up over at twitch.tv/SaltySweetGames on Saturdays at 9 a.m. Pacific to catch up with that. Or if you want to see where we've already been on that adventure, we've got all of the VODs up onto YouTube. In terms of this show, this VOD will be available on the Roll20 YouTube channel So please go check out the YouTube channel which is the same URL, Roll20 app,
Yep.
basically everywhere. Go and check that out. If you have a friend who's interested in trying out Call of Cthulhu, this is a great VOD to kind of get them interested in what is available to them.
Heck yeah. Also, thank you to Roll20 for having us. They're a virtual tabletop of choice, and we love them very much. Thanks to Chaosium for partnering with Roll20 to provide this awesome player's aid. Make sure you go to the marketplace, pick up the Investigator Handbook today, tweet or comment when this goes up on YouTube to tell Roll20 how cool you think it was. You know what I'm saying? Between you and I, tell them you thought this was cool. Maybe if you thought so. And pick up the Investigator Handbook, get into Call of Cthulhu. It is one of my favorite systems. Been playing it for like 3 years now, and I show no signs of stopping.
We're still there. We're getting there.
We're getting deep. So
I think that's it from us. You can, again, if you want to see more of us, go find us over at Salt Sweet Games. But other than that, happy investigating, everybody.
Happy investigating.
And we wish you luck on your Eldritch adventures.
Wave bye. Goodbye. Goodbye.